Hi. So for today, obviously looking at the reading, the first question asks, why do you think God chose to make them wait that long instead of immediately giving them what they wanted? And for my first question, I said that I feel like, in my opinion, I think God made them wait because by making them wait, it's taking away their sense of like control and like their ability to choose. Um, and by doing this, it shows them that they need to put their trust in Him and not just rely on like what they think needs to happen. They need to know that it takes time and they just need to wait and wait for what's coming and what He has planned for you. And the delay also serves to show that God's full power, that is whenever He feels the time is right, kind of like I just mentioned, that things will happen the way they're supposed to. Um, And then moving on to the second question, what is the relationship between faith and waiting, and how can waiting actually increase your faith and trust in God? I said I think waiting oftentimes strengthens your faith by removing the false hope, because it also teaches us that we have to put our hope in God. And in the reading, it explains that He waits until their only hope was with Him before He showed them that their only hope had been Him all along. And the waiting can oftentimes also be like a period that it feels like there's a lot and that like what you're hoping for is never gonna happen, but God has a plan and He's not absent. Like in the time of waiting, He's fully present, and in this, like He's fully present, and during that period, like whenever you're waiting, you're calling out to Him and you're like embracing your faith more. And then let's see. The final question asks about something from my own life that made me wait, or God made me wait, and how the experience changed me. So for me, in my personal experience, so a time I feel like God made me wait, and I feel like this time of my life, it's really changed who I am as a person, and it's honestly made me who I am. So for me, it's about a time for me. It was a hard time. I was in a very emotional state, and I was at a different school. I transferred to Concordia, so this is my first year here. And all my life I've played soccer. And so I went to this school excited, ready for this new journey, this new experience, and how I'm going to play soccer. I'm going to pursue all my goals. And I got there, and it wasn't the experience I was hoping for. And I felt like I was just waiting and waiting and waiting my turn so I could get the chance to do what I wanted to do my whole life. But that just wasn't God's plan over there. It wasn't what He had planned out for me, and I went through some hard things over there, just figuring out who I was without like playing soccer, which sounds silly, but it's been something that's been a part of my life for like majority of my life. And at a certain point, I just got to this point and I was like, I just can't do it anymore. And God led me to Concordia, and I ended up transferring, and I've been at Concordia this past semester playing soccer, and I've just really had the best time ever. And I feel like God putting me through that brought me to where I am today, and I feel like it's genuinely the time that I waited, it just really made me learn who I am as a person, and it taught me so much. And I'm so grateful that I went through that because it made me who I am today. And